Hello guys, Alpha Smurf back again. Alright, so this stream will be a bit will be about this online saga thing that is taking place right now. It's like, because recently my favorite Lots Mobile YouTuber Sneakytashi is back, and he posted finally something about Lots Mobile. So I'm actually very thrilled of his videos. So I actually went in to have a look. So this, Sneaky, I love you. Your videos are the ones that actually educated me a lot and allows me to learn a lot of things. So you recently posted this video about this, about the title is VNN is legitimately full of himself. So I went in and have a look, and I want to see what is really going on. So in the end, I went to watch VNN videos as well as what Sneakytashi has to say about his videos. Alright, so in summary, let me just briefly tell you guys what is this whole thing about. So VNN posted a video, and this video is about troops mechanics and how to actually send troops, about the troop formation of 424 versus 505, and which is actually better in terms of fighting a castle with war versus fighting a castle fighting against a camp without any war. So this is his title. So he titled it, "Don't always believe what you are told without proof." So that is his title. So that, in short, this is what he do. So maybe I just recap of a short playback. But let me just put this down first. I'm here not to support either side. I'm not gonna say I'm on which I tend to support which side, either VNN or Sneaky. What I'm going to do today is basically showcase the facts of both people, the points, what they have to present. So with all the facts and all the information that you have on hand, I will do a summary, and you see that for yourself which one actually make more sense. Alright? So just a short playback so that you know what exactly this video is about. So this video is actually quite straightforward. So just take a look at this short playback over here. Listen carefully.
Do the testing with a wall up. They test in camps. In a camp, a 505 will do more damage than a 424 with this kind of mix-up.
First point, 505 will do more damage in a camp versus a 424. No doubt about that, because there's more density of how you split up the troops. With more troops towards one side is much better than splitting up evenly to 424. This one, nothing wrong with that. Let's continue.
But when that stupid wall is still up, watch what happens, okay? Pay very close attention to the infantry troops. Look at the range units. They are going to take out these 4 range units right here first, okay? Stealth Sniper Squad eliminated. Stealth Squad, you know what I mean? Look, and then here comes the 4th one, right? Now, they have to take time to reload and fire again. But watch these infantry heroes. Boom! Prince of Thieves and Berserker use their tactic, their special ability that makes them grow really big, and do a ton of damage on the wall. The wall soaked up their initial attack.
You know what he's trying to say? effectively he's saying that because the fact that in a normal scenario of 505, what I mean is 505 means 50% of infantry and 50% of cavalry. So the way he's trying to say is, if you fight in 505, because there is no so-called delay, there's not much range. There's no range to actually drop the wall before the infantry and the cavalry reach the wall. And because of this, the heroes, the cavalry heroes and the infantry heroes will use their special attack on the wall to drop it down. So his point being to say that 505 is not better than 424 because you will effectively lose out a special skill on the wall which is useless. Alright? Squad damage. So when the hero actually use up the special skill, the squad damage on the wall, we will wait for the next period of time before they recharge to use it again. So VNN rationale is, as long as you use 505 and there is a wall, it's not going to be very efficient because you will waste your squad damage on the wall. That is his point. Alright? But if you watch the whole video, let me just sum up. You will realize that his whole video is about this thing. Alright? So the way he do testing is, in short, VNN use a 424 to attack a castle. The castle remain unchanged. So it stay on and remain unchanged. Third part is he attacked the castle again with 505 formation. So when I say 505 means 5 infantry, 0 range, 5 cavalry. So it's like 50% to infantry and 50% to cavalry. So that is the way of his testing. But you have to bear in mind of this. Whenever you do testings, you need to have a apple to apple comparison. So Sneakytashi in his video actually pointed out one thing that is very important. He said that this testing is not a truthful representation of a good test, because to have a good test, you effectively can only change one variable, alright? And allow the rest of the variables to remain constant. So in the process, you are able to justify whether that change of that variable will affect the results. So, for instance, let's say he indeed changed only the troop count 424 versus 505. Everything remained unchanged. Then we will be certain to say that, okay, this testing is truthful and is unbiased. So we kind of can rely on the results because only one variable has changed. Alright? And you attack in the same formation, same way, everything is the same except for one variable, troop count. So from that change of variable, you see the results of the rally. Results of the battle, whether it's better or not. So that is a better way of saying 424 or 505 is better. Alright? You always need numbers to justify. It's not explanation, because VNN merely showcase the attack animation and explain, because of that delay of the recharging and all this kind of thing. But to me, these are all words and just verbal explanation. What I want is numbers. Alright? So if you guys has been following me, I'm a guy that is very stringent in terms of numbers and justification of what is better. Like for example, if you follow my squad testing damage, I actually boils down to even calculating the net Q for each of them. to justify which one is better. Alright? So VNN, what he did is just plain comparison and articulation of what has happened in the better because of that delay. I can see where he's coming from, but he failed to address one thing. He failed to address a good testing whereby there's only one variable. Because effectively, there are two more variables that remain, that are changed as well. The wall health for the first attack and the second attack, if you look at this video, is slightly different. This is another variable that's changed. Alright, the third variable that changed is the heroes. Because if you look at the testing over here, let me just show the picture of the testing because it'll be clearer for you guys. See this? So this on the left hand side is his first testing. So his first testing shows very clearly that he's going to attack in 4-4. Berserker, Songstress, Lawweaver, Prince of Thief as Stormfox, Songstress. So basically he has 2 infantry, 2 cavalry, and 1 range for the first attack. He used the same feelings, everything is the same, it's fine. Same troop count 250, okay. Reasonable for the first test. And he used the leader. His second test, he used same Berserker as the leader, so remain unchanged. Alright, so it's fine. Same troop count 250, okay. But now the thing is, he changed the troop count and he changed the hero. The variable has changed already because now you are introducing something that will jeopardize the whole objective of this testing, which is to prove that 4-4 versus 5-5, which is better. So if you introduce these unknown variables inside of like, oh, this time round I use Songstress, next I use use this. Use a cavalry hero instead. Use Rose Knight. So all these small little variables that you introduce inside your testing doesn't add values at all because it is no longer an apple-to-apple comparison. Alright? So from his testing and from what he tried to conclude, his conclusion is, alright, let me write down in words and you see, based on the facts, do you think he's right? He said that. So,
I really couldn't say.
Okay, so VNN conclusion. 4-4, sorry, as long as there is a war, alright, 4-4, meaning to say 4 infantry, 2 range, 4 cavalry. So it's a proportion of 40% infantry, 20% range, 40% cavalry. That's the way how he explained 4-4. 4-4 is better. Alright? That is his conclusion. And as long as there is no war, meaning to say like attacking camps, alright, 5-5 is better. That is his conclusion. But let me show you something. You know, based on his results, you know this thing. Hello guys. Hello TH Red Tas. Welcome. So if you look at these results over here, you know, back then whenever I try to justify my stand of which is better, I don't use verbal explanation or just say showcase the better animation and say, oh, look at that delay. Oh, because of that delay, he have to recharge. I'm not going to go into details of that. Alright, because to me, as an auditor, it's an occupation hazard for me to be very detailed, and before I showcase any figures, I will go through an extra mile to verify what I'm telling you guys is actually justifiable with numbers. Alright, so based on the numbers over here, we compute the net Qs. So what I mean by net Qs is this. You know the first one? The first attack? This is the first attack. The first attack, he had 20k losses and 151k losses for the enemy. So to put it down in numbers is this. I highlight whenever I go through this. 20k losses, 20k, 150k Qs. So this effectively means that the net Qs, which means the total Qs less of the total losses, is 130k. The reason why I use this number is because net Q is a very good basis and instrument to measure how effective the rally, the battle is, because the higher the number in the net Q means that the battle is more successful, because you are able to kill more and have lesser loss. So you just use this net Q as a basis and in our argument to say how good is this rally is, or how good is this attack is, alright? Rather than use explanation after explanation and say based on animation, it seems like that. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use numbers, alright? Numbers. And the next is this. His second attack, he used 505. So 505, he had 15k losses and 150k losses for the enemy. So what is that net Q? The net Q is actually put down in numbers. 134k. Still remember I said higher the net Q means it is more successful. Still remember what Vnncz said earlier in the video. Go back to that video and listen carefully what he's trying to say. His conclusion is this. Come on, guys. This is his conclusion. You know, when you say that 4-4 is better when there's a war, you bloody hell make sure the figures say so. Because this is 4-4. This is 505. It doesn't take a genius to know which is better. Alright? Look at this. 4-4. Net Q, 130k. 505. Net Q, 134k. Which is better? I guess my 2-year-old nephew will know that as well. It's like, obviously it's this, right? This is better. But in that conclusion of your video, you are trying to say that because based on the attack animation, we deem that as 4-4 better because you can drop the wall before the infantry and the cavalry use any attack animation on the troops. So I don't buy your words. So you have to be very careful when you showcase numbers. Alright? So Sneakytashi, thanks for pointing this out because you are indeed right. Because when you do any testing, make sure only one variable remain changed. The rest remain unchanged. This is the point of a good testing. If you're going to change all the different variables here, like first testing you include Songstress, next testing you exclude her and include another hero, all this will place a part in the accuracy of the results. Alright? Not to say that this results is totally opposite of what he's trying to say, which is this. So just bear that in mind. Alright, so with that, I will not hold on that long. I will keep it short, and maybe before that, let's do something. You know, I recently got this, because some of you are familiar to Elder Stage already. Like, Trickster. Hi, Abdollah Muzi. Thanks for understanding. Yes. You know, I got this lucky star as well as, to me, this is one of the best familiar out there. I don't say best in terms of the most value for gems. In terms of, let's say you got gems and you want to upgrade one familiar straight to Elder Stage, I would strongly suggest getting Trickster first, because Trickster offers two things. The first thing is actually range attack. So if you are a rally leader, it helps indirectly. Second is this lucky star. You know, Holy Star is very important in the long run if, let's say, you are a free-to-play player. Because last few days back, I did a testing. Alright? Because, you know, I'm a guy that loves stats, and before I showcase anything, I make sure I test it out to see whether it makes sense or not. So last few days back, I do a testing of using 55k Holy Stars and use it during the event whereby they will drop Ultra Rares. So based on my results, alright, just bear in mind this is only a sample size of 50k. So it will subject to more further sample size to actually increase the accuracy. But assuming this is the sample size we had, alright, 55k, I got 8 sets of Ultra Rares, which is 88 commons grades of Ultra Rares. It is like getting 5.5 rare every time you use 55k of Holy Stars. So assuming, if let's say you have 1 million Holy Stars, alright, you could actually get 6 legendary rares, 6 legendary Ultra Rares, which means items like all this. Items like all this. Like you want to get all this Queen Venom, stuff like that. So that's why, if let's say you are free to play player and you invest in Trickster early, getting Trickster early to Elder Stage, that is a lot. That is a lot. My prediction is you just need around not more than a year. You can actually max out. You can actually max out just one to go. In fact, maybe few of the pieces to go, because this is just my assumption based on, let's say, if you rely on these results, because 1 million will give you 6 legendary Ultra Rares, and assuming that you have Trickster, Trickster will give, at max level, you get 3 random Holy Stars item every 2 days. So effectively, alright, so this figures is just an assumption that getting 100 stars and 1000 stars is this percentage breakdown. So it will vary accordingly if I get more data sample. So as for now, if based on these results, alright, assuming this is the accurate results, every year you will get 467,000 Holy Stars. That is a lot of Holy Stars, alright, as a free-to-play player. But this subject to changes. So if you translate to Ultra Rares, you'll get like at least 3 Ultra Rares, legendary one pieces every year, free of charge. And coupled with your monster hunting and stuff like that, you can actually improve your gears to go without spending much on the game. So try to invest in the right familiar early, so that you will save a lot of money going forward. So I will change to gold gear because I'm going to trigger this. Check out this. You see my goal over here, 13.1 million. So I will click this first because you have to change to a gear that actually give up a lot of the boost that you want to trigger for more resources. So for my case, I need more gold. So I click this and gold comes in. 1 million plus went in. So after that, I need more gold as well. So I use that. So just like that, I got near to 5 million gold. Alright. And bear in mind, all these familiar stats are not maxed yet. So along the way, it will, all these small little familiars will add a lot of values in your whole game, as well as save you a lot of money in the long run. Alright. So without further ado, I'll just do some Colosseums and cut this stream short, because this stream has been like near half an hour already. So after this, I have to go to sleep because I have work tomorrow, and being an auditor is not very good because I have to work more than 60-70 hours a week, right? So it's not that good. So let's finish this. This should be quite easy. You know, my formation, my Colosseum heroes are not that good, because I still have purple Pratik Deva. I don't really go out all my heroes, so I have to play around with the way of attacking them. You see, it's a blue Law Weaver. So you know, when doing Colosseum, there's always few methods to do it. I'm still not that good in that, but there's always few sets of way you can attack. The first way is dual assassin method. So what I mean by dual assassin is this: you make up a formation that will strike fast and kill them off very fast. I shall not keep this as a secret, so I think it's best to educate you guys. Alright, so this is the first method. So it's a dual assassin method. So you include 2 assassins in your formation. One being this Demon Slayer, another one is this what is this called? I can't remember. Yeah, it's another assassin. So with this assassin, this only applies when you know they will automatically target Law Weaver. Alright? So for this case, Law Weaver might not be targeted at all, because based on Lord's mobile mechanics, assassin will tend to attack the gold grade guy that is standing opposite, diagonally, or directly opposite of him or her. So these 2 assassins will probably attack either Pratik Deva or this few over here, because being a blue grade, you tend to avoid hitting them. Alright, so let's see. Just for the fun of it, let's see whether I'm right. Maybe I have to recap on my knowledge of Colosseum. So I don't think they will strike Law Weaver first. See? They strike Pratik Deva first. But where is Law Weaver? Is he dead already? Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so this is the first win. By right, it should not be like this, but so be it. Maybe there's some random factor in it. So normally in Colosseum, do the double assassin method. It'll be safer to win unless they have some counters like this. Double assassin might not work. But let's go. I don't really care. So maybe after this, I will end the stream because the purpose of this stream is just to showcase you Vnncz and Sneakytashi saga. So what are they all? What is this whole argument all about? So I have showcased the facts on the table, lay out the figures, as well as the necessary information for you guys to investigate and see it for yourself. Alright? So it's up to you to decide who is actually right. So I'm not going to judge, but just have a look at the video and use some analytical thinking and see, is it logical? Alright? So with that, I will end my video. It's 30 minutes already. So hope you guys enjoy. So if you have any queries or questions, just post your comments in the comments section. I'll be glad to reply all them. Alright? So 中国的朋友，谢谢观看。如果你是新加坡人、马来西亚人、中国人、台湾人、香港人，谢谢你们观看我的节目。With that, I will end my short stream. Alright? Goodbye, guys.